Hi guys, me Misha. Everything I say is not financial advice, my personal opinion. Uh, Market corrects as expected. I'm severely underslept, um, as expected, because I was working a night shift um, on SAT, which I'm extremely happy about. However, I was able only to nod for half an hour, and wow, oh, I found something new though. So cool. Um, yeah, I was only able to nod on set for like half an hour, and then um, another hour and a half when I got home. So I got like 2 hours of sleep on and off for the past like 24 hours, which is not common for me. So I think no trading from Misha today, and I'm already in the trade that I set up on the weekend with the limit order ZTS. I'm in ZTS. I think it's ZTS. I don't know. There's a volume. Boom, boom. Actually, doesn't matter because the first one didn't work. So now it's this. It looks short. Oil looks short. Sorry. So yeah, my strategy is not to sleep till evening and just check out for the bat super early because I'm working on set tomorrow. And it's a speaking role, so I have to be good. Volume T1, volume, everything checks out. This volume is a little bit concerning, so can mark it out for now until day closes in a upthrust week. Well, that's kind of strong approach. Not really. 910, 916. So yeah, I wouldn't be much bothered about it. Wouldn't be able to find my entry from 5 minutes for the day trade, so because that was a beautiful upthrust, but then on test it buffs the level, it breaks the level. So in this situation, where's the biggest volume here? Yeah, no. So here maybe after test from the hour. And I'm sorry guys, I know I'm mumbling just regularly on a regular day, but today I'm just ooh, all goes down. Ooh, beautiful. Yeah. Everything goes in correction as it should. You know what I mean? Oh, and wait, it's all... Oof. SPY can't do in continuation of the trend because it's at the level already. But Dow Jones and Russell 2000. Yes, please. Be my guest. Boom. Yeah. It even tried to spring it, like. It even tried to spring this guy. Oh la la. In now an hour and a half, most of that, all of that will close in correction, so this 0.5 is not gonna work anymore. Yeah, so that's gonna be the 0.5. That's gonna be the level. Same deal here. Qs. Oof. Look where Qs are. Resistant on monthly, resistance on daily. Yeah. It goes down. Basis there. Basis there. No exhaustion volume. Transition extremum. Then local extremum. Wouldn't touch it. And I won't. Especially considering that it's very interesting state of being underslept, but being sober. Because in my previous life, I would only skip a night of sleep. 90% of times I would be underslept. I would be also like intoxicated. And being sober but underslept is a very strange feeling. Yeah, this whole thing went down. So yeah, once again, technically, that was like a super clean entry. That would need a test because of this level. And oh wait, never mind. Yeah, you see what it did here? It turned this test into a T2 level in reversed direction. I wouldn't trade it in my lifetime anyway. But even for the most stubborn market shows, I changed direction. I'm in correction. Fjord corrects. Yeah, that would be like reckless and irresponsible to try anything from here without test. Yeah, like this. That looks like an exhaustion though. Look at this beautiful volume. But too late. Superior time frame is in the break already. So good job. It changed direction already, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, this is on the table now. Exactly. That would be a beautiful place to buy here from 0.5. Amazing. Because it's still going to be continuation of the trend on monthly. So, but for now, yeah, this 0.5 is bye-bye. Sorry, I can barely move my tongue. Woo! Yeah, it held, but too far from 0.5. And it tries to go lower to this level, really. Most likely we change direction now. Yeah, 9:30, and then boom. That's fun. Let's keep an eye on this guy. Boom. This volume is not healthy, believe me or not. Here's the little balance, the cute little balance. Look how Russian financial markets are still under great deal of influence of American market. All this sovereignty they fight for, autonomous economy, whatever they call it. Yeah, not really. It's an interesting balance. Volume distribution is not good though. Don't even think, Mishka. Don't even think about it. Yeah, it's a transitioning strong, but volume is all here. Yeah. Volume is all here. However, if it breaks the level, it's going to be a different story. And that was only first sign of the change of the direction. So yeah. Spring. Huh. Yeah, nothing here. No. No. I'm in this guy. Kidding you not. And probably should consider adding more. Because I see strength and I see weakness. Down. No exhausted volume yet. No exhaustion volume yet. But for better or worse, I'm in this trade. Oh, and let's actually let the word know and log it. I'm sorry. At 1:5:26 was my entry. Could have gotten way better entry, but this is what it is. What time? the first second of the opening of the market. 9:30 a.m. and 1 second. So that's the entry. So yeah, take profit 172.66. Okay, 1, 2, 3, okay, stop. Okay, where's my screeners, calendars, product, community hub? My posts. Field on opening at okay. Will it give me a better? Oh no, why? That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant at all. Yeah, will it go from here? I don't know. Does it show sign of exhaustion? It does. Not that biggest volume, but it doesn't have to be the biggest. You would want it, but like when it manipulates the T2 level, or like when it's in correction, maybe it's like last. That's last minutes of the hour, of the day. Then, so yeah. There is volume in my face. This would have worked for profit. But yeah. That's my trade for today. It'd probably add more. I think everything checks out. No, I would add more. Anywho, what else do we have? Oh, I have it open. Throw. This guy wanna be in, right? And it now shows the signs of correction. Technically still good for a continuation of the trend, but practically not really. Not really. So yeah. Now we need the 0.5 of the entire daily thing. Yeah, from here. Yeah, that beautifully aligns with, I want this stock from here. Yeah, I do. Yeah. On volume spring, you see, and it doesn't hold. We can also use perforated levels moving forward because we got the extremum. Yeah, this guy. Google. I don't know. Boom. It didn't work. Even the spring was volumed. But remember, if I took it from here, just by a hair, 12 wouldn't work because it respected this level. So anywho, this level is gone now. And yeah, and leave it alone, Mishka. Same deal. Everything is in correction as it should. Huh. Unvolumed. Technically, still can consider something in continuation of the trend. However, it's pretty... I should stop being perfectionist. Oh, and it's the level. Yeah. Yeah. It's a valid level on day. That would need a volume. For now it's unvolumed, and here it's just a massacre for now. Too tight, no volumes. Market is resting right now. Probably if I had a little bit more patience, I could have skipped this entry on ZTS and really let it like go lower, because super technically did like weakness, did show weakness right here, and resumption of buying resumed. However, 4th of July and all the other things given, could have waited a little bit. No regrets though, absolutely no regrets. Yeah, this thing doesn't go. See, American market doesn't go, and this thing doesn't go. Doesn't make any sense. This level doesn't make any sense. It's too close. Yeah, it's this. And once it reaches here, the transition extreme is going to be gone, and if it reaches there. So yeah, no, not interested. This guy. Down. Makes a local extremum, and also no, it broke the sign of strength. Yeah, this guy's in correction. Continuation of trend would make absolutely no sense. When market is in correction. Super technically it's not closed yet, and previous T1 would be here. Previous T2, I'm sorry. And yeah, so super technically I still can look for something long, but practically it's not bad of a volume, but let's keep it open. It's not gonna give an entry point, so I will not have to decide if I want it or not. Look, something is grinding higher, Slowly, slowly. An interesting move. That was a test? Yeah, that was a test. Look at this lonely, proud thingy. That continues to grind higher despite the market. Those are continuations of the trend. Why? Why is it continuation of the trend? I don't know. It's daily watch. This guy, yeah. Huh. Still there. There is a volume. Technically that's the previous T1, but it doesn't make sense, so this maybe. That's not the biggest volume. Huh. Boom, boom, boom. I'm fooling around. I'm not gonna... The only thing I can do today probably is to pick up more shares of Zetas. I'm not even sure if I pronounce it right, but I'm gonna call it Zetas just because it's easier for me. Unless you guys help me out and write the phonetics of... Yeah. None of this makes sense. Absolutely none. Huh. That breaks. That breaks. Let's see biggest losers just for funsies. I guess like market is vibrant today. Ooh. Look at this guy. It's just, yeah, that's how corrections go. It's not even a correction. What the heck is this? I don't know. Something happened to this guy? It just died. One of the biggest Russian cellular network providers just fell off the cliff. I had MTS SIM card. City. Oh my gosh. That's another cellular provider. I haven't. Was there a recent attack on Russian cellular providers? Well, I'm curious. That moves somewhere. This is like overextended. I would rather see it correct to 0.5. But technically, it's still good for continuation of the trend. For another hour. I'm not gonna do anything like that. Guys, I don't even know how I'm gonna eat my breakfast today. Feels like my stomach is not operating. Look at this guy. Remember the trade I did here? Boom, boom. Took my 2R and shied away. And I was right. It didn't go. It didn't go. Retested. Bigger volume. Oh, it still can be. It's weird though. It's weird. And here's the volume now. Look at this volume. It's a big volume. It had bigger volumes. Toyota motor. But yeah, interesting. And this test is way deeper than 0.5, so. Yeah. Look how beautiful. Up thrust, but no, doesn't make sense to keep these levels. It's too far after 0.5. Doesn't make any sense. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. Gazprom. Okay, that's enough for today. I'm gonna try not to go to bed, not to sleep. But boom, look what this guy does. Huh. Because there is no correction to 0.5. Also, there wouldn't be context on daily anyways. To trade it from hourly, so that would need a either a day trade or correction to 0.5 on daily. That's why it tries to break there. It wants to correct to 0.5. And volume distribution is long, and we need a close manipulation signal anyway. That can be closed. IWM. Let's keep it open. Doom. It's our. Yeah. Oh gosh, thank you for shutting down your engine finally. There's some car. And like something with more powerful engine. Downstairs. I was like, come on, man. It's West Hollywood. Come in, like, kill your engine, kill the switch. Be respectful to neighborhood. And noise pollution and carbon monoxide and all this like stuff in the car exhaust. That's not good for us. There is a volume. It's not that biggest volume. It doesn't have to be in correction. But this is massive. Last hour. This is Monday. Everyone's a little nervous. Like in the Western. Let's calm down, guys. And talk about it. Let's not jump our guns. Yeah, stock market is still Wild West. People expropriate money from each other. It's just, there is no physical violence anymore. Call it intellectual violence, or I don't know, emotional superiority. There is a splash. I don't think I'm gonna trade anything. If anything, I'd add more ZTs. after it shows. And actually now it's good for perforated levels. So let's put this guy here, just for the sake of it. And yeah, and see. That was a good volume, and then there was no approach. There was like spring, and then volume dies, and then another spring. Yeah, I kind of like look positively at this situation. And I see strengths and weakness most and foremost. Strengths and then weakness. 2 bars, 2 dozen bars. So yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go. Trade responsibly on your own. Never listen to anyone. No one knows anything. Learn and grow in the community of like-minded people, such as myself. And don't work night shifts.